time an MPP were power on Shadie at the committee. Okay? When they were vetting NDC MPP time, okay?
The rules, or else I'll go past you and call other people. Mr. Chairman, I think that I have to make it clear that I am not happy with the way that I am treated on this committee. About the way you have treated me on this committee.
You're not ready to ask the question. I'll move on
to my next question.
No, I've ruled you out. I'm asking another person too.
What kind of rudeness is this?
Most of us are the leadership of the party, of the parliament, and it is very important that we purge ourselves of that accusation before.
Hear this. Yes, your friend, Madam PJ, on an parliament in NPP in Kwasi Adiom Yenina or Yedibi. Another pre or Brajo Mahama born a brabum. Another prembo mukota. Kwasia we catch the Ghana for say on the stage say John Mahama is a curse. Amavoka said this is too strong. Apologize. Kwasia pen a pempi to a spray a pempi say oh yeah. Another prayer or say he's not going to apologize. When we answer only Jimmy Juneda. When Jimmy and Komuluzu power. Jimmy to Muluzu power. And they lost miserably because of the level and depth of their foolishness. It's when we answer only Jimmy for Jimmy Boom. What got Jimmy down? The people said, majority. Because who cares about them? So then they started speaking. Oh, we have to make sure. Now, TMPP for listen to them. These crooks.
I've served on this committee for more than 2 terms. And I must say that I'm highly affected by the accusations and the perception out there that we have been found to be taking monies from nominees before approving their nomination. And I think I must say that I'm seriously hurt by this continuous occurrence of such accusations. And as a group, the minority, I feel that in order to protest and purge ourselves of this accusation, it is very important that we call off the vetting now. Because for the simple reason that members of this committee for this particular term are not just any group of people. Most of us are the leadership of the party, of the parliament, and it is very important that we purge ourselves of that accusation before.
Hear this. Yes, your friend, Madam PJ, on an parliament in NPP in Kwasi Adiom Yenina or Yedibi, Unimza. She has been in parliament for over 20 years. In Kwasi Adiom NPP passing Yenina not to parliament, Today she's so disappointed. The accusation, we need to purge ourselves. Chairman is watching a page. Chairman say, shut up, tomorrow we will purge ourselves. Why are you disappointed? Into the delay defense ministers and the minister and the veteran. No. Look at these people, they have no principles. They do politics with everything. Oh yeah, oh yeah, penny for such a very honorable woman. Diabolic mind. Na adwinimuno. Yen say bibia. Meme yen veti omade bo amade delay no. Na wabetina hono no akwa punch aji sika. Every single minute or two, I watch you make up. Or they gold bar to no. Every minute be a utianica or catch us a yen to shada. Because ye Jimmy taxpayer and a chrome and a reaction and on akoboniti 10,000 Ghana and an emagua bruchi and we front to my affair and what can I watch in Nimabetan say ye Jimmy yen postpone or Chinanians and Tianica. You just don't understand these people. You just don't understand them. Morally, you sometimes you ask yourselves, now I buy a 2 mina moji and what they are doing. This is an NPP woman. They are called so e-levy, COVID-19 tax, Nina Ojina Parliament can say Yenjintum. And she's very hurt because Oliver can't say Minti Yenjai BBA and Yanchain, Yanni Oliver can say we are Oliver and wine. Who the hell is Oliver? So we should stop everything. Why shakasok when you futa when you say at your age, what you would nim chance say Ghana most beautiful. I bet now say you are hurt. Into Yenjai. So the taxpayer will still be paying you. Not defense minister designate, no. Yeah, man in coffee. Yeah, man in coffee. I didn't tell you, so I can say me. Purge parliament. It is not my job to purge parliament. It is parliament's job to purge parliament. And the chairman said, tomorrow you will get to the bottom of it. So what's your problem? Diabolic ideas. Bonnie. That's why I say you don't treat the NPP as a group. Am I ready to serve? These are diabolic people, eh? Sanko for more opportunity. I don't obey you more Ghana. Now I'm going for.
We care, but I also want to ask you a question. The first allegation was directed at your side, majority side, and then the chair was robbed in. Is it the case that you don't care about your reputation? But don't forget, this is an institution. Parliament. Parliament has been impugned. We don't even have a basis to sit here. You are told you are corrupt. You've been taking money from nominees before you sit, before you approve. And then, shamelessly, you still come and sit. Oh, yes. I'm speaking in context. You still come and sit.
Honorable member, please withdraw the word shamelessly and proceed.
Well,
withdraw. Please withdraw.
I said in a certain context, but if it's a case that is offensive, withdrawn. You have been accused. You are being discussed in the media as taking bribe, and you don't find it offensive, and you say that we should forgive. We won't get to the bottom of it. We should still come and sit here and behave as the ostrich. Nothing is happening, and we go ahead. We in the minority side will not support you to do this. We won't inflict further pains on Parliament. We have suffered.
See this silly boy. He's not even an MP yet. His seat still has some contention on it. See this silly boy. Now, Pempemu pa and was sprinting at his age. See this silly boy. Silly boy. Speaks anyhow. Like they feel so entitled at his age. Now, Pempemu pa. And where you shape our phone always spring fin. And so talk already them at his age. Such a silly boy. They feel so entitled. We have to listen to them. Because you're MPP for a minority. When these people got opportunity, see this silly boy. See him. See how he's exhibiting the highest form of silliness. See this silly boy. And he wants to prove that he's intelligent. Such a silly boy. Can I pimp him? At your age, you are pimp him up. And now this prayer found.
We care, but I also want to ask you a question. The first allegation was directed at your side, majority side, and then the chair was robbed in. Is it the case that you don't care about your...
They can't take care of themselves. They want to take care of Ghana. These people cannot even take care of themselves. Such a silly boy. So if somebody has leveled allegations against Parliament, and Parliament has a duty to perform, we should stop everything and wait for that allegation at the end of the day to be heard before Parliament works. These are the same people who keep telling us, oh, NDC is stopping government business. These are silly boys. Silly boy. In Sawam, if we wanted to go down and see the things you did, your people shooting somebody to kill that person, do you think you will be sitting in Parliament today? But even though we know your people and you yourself were involved in a crime, that somebody was shot at your constituency, which investigation is ongoing because it's an allegation, we cannot say that because of that nobody should represent in Sawam. And silliness. Such a silly boy making silly statement out of silly group. And the silliness that attached to that silliness attached to his silliness is so sillinessness. Such a silly character. The silliness, the silliness in his sillinessness, it does not even make sense. Such a silly character. Silly boy. And we entertain these things. Now, I'm sure, Debbie, I hear for the chairman of the committee, when Joe Wise was the chairman, time and NPP were power at the committee. Yeah, when they were vetting NDC NPP time, yeah.
The rules, or else I'll go past you and call other people. Mr. Chairman, I think that I have to make it clear that I am not happy with the way that I am treated on this committee. Mr. Chairman, I want it on record that I never impugned ill motives to the nominee. I simply referred to scandals and sought to find out how he left the bank, so we assure ourselves that he had no role in those scandals because a vice president was held responsible and he also left as vice president. I never impugned ill motive. I never accused him, and I would like that to be on record that I am not happy about the way you have treated me on this committee.
Honorable Suhini, you're not ready to ask the question. I'll move on
to my next question.
No, I've ruled you out. I'm asking another person too.
What kind of rudeness is this?
Honorable Cabo.
What kind of rudeness is this?
Honorable Cabo.
You see, this is when they were, they were in power. Please, let me plead with you. I'm here for. If you cannot do the job, walk home. I just have what I say. Sala cap at it war. What somebody's asking questions. Joe Wise. One was HMS Abonsu. Mufia, so much canopy we say. Or say HMS Joe Wise. Na come on ye the pacemaker show $500,000. Parliament seeking a tam de makwasi penny and obekacha also papa mobra. Now what now say I'm pleading with you. You are pleading with who? Did you hear Joe Wise? He cut him off. Munya to me alamu didn't kwasi asem NDC for na mo person will please you or hinibia, mo person will please you or himabia, mo person will please sofu bia. Na say kwasi asem na de chechire man. Sometimes you need to be crazy to get what you want. Ain't I here for? Tomorrow you'll be watching you. That thing must stop. These are they are insignificant. This minority, they are insignificant. We don't need to hear from them. These should be taped. These people, their mouths should be taped for Ghanaians to listen to the NDC. Today you are sitting there pleading with them. And it's not like we have a hung parliament. We have a minority that is supposed to stay home and babysit their girlfriends' children. We have a minority who are supposed to be sitting at home and babysitting people's kids. These are twerps who don't have any relevance to our political discourse now, our governance system now. They don't play any role. So why do you give them the opportunity to misbehave sillinessly? Because another he was using shamelessly. And the Obikajan says silly or the Parliament acquire report or in his statement in front of Parliament, in front of his colleagues, he was telling his colleagues that they are shameless. But somebody just told this silly drunk that you are silly. Not the Mikako Parliament. Mr. No Akwejina Parliament. That's what he was saying in Parliament today.
A lady I have never met in my life. Only later to be told she's called Victoria Mfa Hardcastle, who is the acting chief executive officer for the Petroleum Commission. Speaker, I didn't say a word to her. I didn't provoke her in any way. Suddenly, insults were being hurled at me. Silly, stupid, useless. At a point, I thought they were referring to somebody. I turned. Well, if you doubt it, listen to me. When I'm done, the video is all over social media. Speaker, I felt abused.
Please address me.
Speaker,
the greatest of respect, I felt very abused. And there, I felt, how can a man be killed in his own backyard? Even if there should be any crucifixion, the crucifixion should not be done in my own house.
You hear the nonsense going on in Ghana. On what in a parliament committee, and you guys say NDC forum to me is shameless. Somebody tells him he's a silly boy. Or the parliament, wakoshe eye Vietnam suit to be iron and nice and antabe, you know, say on TSC. Somebody has spoken to him that he's silly. You see how foolish these people are. You don't engage such idiots. Yeah? I'm sure how foolish the NPP is. And why are here for? And yet NDC for na munim to be handle power. NDC for na mubi. You think power is easy. Do you know how you got this power? You have no idea. You people have no idea how you got this power. 99% of you MPs in parliament, muni idea. You have no idea. Muni an iota of idea how you got to parliament. 99% of you, the NDC MPs, you don't have an idea. So do not. Mamu Nyama Hajiri said you are going to try and treat this as a normal thing. Don't. If God had not given way, kamunya power way da. It is only Allah and otine ni muchiremo. Ayo nyankopon the tine ni and things empire ni pebdi omakoma to from eboma echiro nyankopon otine ni muchiremo. Kamunya power da. And so you people get the power. Now, Mumubi Mujin say it is just Yaba Parliament. You think it's easy? Munkobu se Kufuado. Have you seen a Kufuado? When you cross Yehuno, when maybe all. Do you think it's easy? But just at the form sana. Do not underestimate what you have today. Mumman Yankopo who say Munimunyansa. Naman Kutadu Adamamuye or Jia, you never have it again. This another Kwasi Ampenyuwe. Remember the story. Do you remember the story? Another Dompre Ekache Mahama say he's a curse on Ghana. Kwasi Awi. Another Dompre. And the original parliament is so catching so silly. He was told to apologize, also apologize. Said that. Another Dompre Kwasi Ampenyuwe. Now mo to Ghana. Now I'm just say. I am more MPP for now. I'm just saying Jimmy Ohu. Such a man to me abronyamu. And not Don Prekache John Mahama, who was an ex-president. Or Brad John Mahama bo. And not Don Prekwasi Ampenyu on bomu half. Or name Makura wa onje. And not Don Prekwasi away. And not Don Pre. Or Brad John Mahama born a brabum. And not Don Prembo Mukota. Kwasi awe catch the Ghana for say on the stage say John Mahama is a curse. Amavoka said this is too strong. Apologize. Kwasi Ampenyu apempi metutu ako spray na pempi say oh nye. And not on prayer or say he's not going to apologize. This fool. Akwawi. Yeah. People told this guy that apologize for your statement. Or say, oh, yeah. For telling Ghanaians to vote for John Mahama. John Mahama will be a curse on this nation. Parliament says, Speaker, even the lady apologized after that altercation with him. Or say, apology is not enough. Or apology is not enough. The lady told you are just silly. And the lady, being a lady, came back to you and said, I'm sorry. We were all angry. Things were not done right. So we were all speaking. So I'm sorry. Kwasi Ampenyuwe Parliament said, the apology is not enough. Abuofunu. And this fool who refused to even apologize to John Mahama after saying those things, today is in parliament fooling himself. Such a silly character. Your silliness is out of salinity. Such as a silly raccoon. You act like a silly boy and you have shown it. Who did Mikako Parliament? Do you people respect Parliament? Do you now respect Alban Bagman? You idiots followed Afenyo Makin to Supreme Court. Alban Bagman was sitting there. Namu refuse to opinion. Kwasiafo. Twerps. Silly characters. You are a silly boy, foolishly exhibiting silliness in public to sillify your solidity. Yes. You have concretized your silliness. Now Alban Bagman. Who did say penini wo fie? I'll bet we take a decision amount. I'll bet make sure say the right thing is done. And I'm going to siyasa like all Supreme Court, you know. You people, you forget yourselves easily. And anything I make catch NDC for, nobody hates NDC in Ghana. We are all brothers and sisters. We need to build. But we cannot build with foolish people. So the NPP, whatever they bring on board does not matter. They are too stupid to be part to build a nation. No, Jimmy, because at least you have more opportunity in Jimmy here. And Yansafo cannot reason with a Jimmy 4. So do not give them the room to exhibit their silliness. These are silly people, such a silly boy. Now, my man Chiramo, Adikudientia, these kind of NPP for some more, and I am one person. I'll fight against fake news all my life. Now, on say, we have some see parliament, and they were quick to run to parliament. Adaya, Obia Didi, Watem, Obia Didi, Obia Kache, another pressure or a silly. Today we saw parliament taking action against Oliver. Now, when it comes to parliament institution, in conform nyina kasa under Oliver Semono, Madam Apieje, I'm sending this to you. Obi to say another prayer. Obi to say after marking the pedophile defender. And in the NPP, the Sicilian minority, the micro insignificant daft minority. Now, I want to send a message to you. And this is an exercise. Alban Bagbin is going to be petitioned. Because my contra, after the Afenyomakin, Oliver Assembly Bayano, this is what Afenyomakin said. Afenyomakin said, it's a notorious fact that Oliver Baker Vamawo is a member of the NDC fraternity. What it means is that you, that is the majority members, have done something as he claims, but we, the minority, share in that liability with you. What you say? So I'm for Afenyomakin, and there's small kind of committee want to say, Asema Oliver Kayano, or catch the MDC for say, Omunomo Yakron 40. Kwasia we na also a minority leader. We know the mobile power. See, Asema see no. Onunya opportunity to speak no. Or see Obi anim say Oliver ye NDC ni. Asema no kan no, or ka fa mo NDC form because mu ye wifo. Na emom no, ye nyina parliamentarians nti, en na ya be join mu say Oliver Asema no kan na nya no kre. Sa na o kan brofo a kire. Do te brofo kire o be kan kire me. Kwasi ampanyi we Asema Obi na no kan o parliament nde. Vetting committee no. Say Oliver Obi anim so ye NDC ni. Asem na okan de no kra because we direct asem na mamo NDC for na emom ye ne mo parliament nti na yaka say okay de waka ne nye nti indirectly no o ka kire NDC for say momu ye wifo Oliver asem okan ye no kra kwase away. Now you see they be am ka kire NDC for say this NPP omo ye disease but mo NDC for be you don't understand politics. But you say onuya de politics mo bobo dam mu bi. Mujin say odo ene de politics. Mo adwene ebi mo adwene bi mo bi mo adwene nya adwuma. Ye de nia din na ye politics. Ye mfa nua nya politics. Kwase asema akwa wetina okan no, asema ogina ho kan no no. Now, there's something I've always said. One person in Ghana I will always protect with my platform. And I have not shied away. Every time there may be an opportunity to criticize that person is Speaker Alban Bagbin, and I have done it several times. And every day, Misaka, I will use my platform and the opportunity I've gotten to defend him anytime I think he needs to be defended. I will do it. And I will not let a Ghanaian, me ma Ghana ni be antenna radio so and TV so and denigrate the Speaker of Parliament. Because today, when you go on the internet and you Google Alban Bagbin, there are a lot of things that come up. Some of them are appalling. They go against his integrity. And I'm listening. And I've been watching. And this particular segment goes to the NDC MPs and also people who are willing to petition the speaker. Because we as a people, this matter needs to go to Parliament for Parliament to decide whether it is worth discussing or not.